Calm down. Are you serious? Get a cup of coffee, but just make sure you didn't get the water from China. Here's what's going on. In China, we have 3 reports here, very important. We have mass animal deaths going on all over the world. We have yellow fever outbreak in the Congo. And we have a report coming out of the Asian correspondent. Over 80% of the water in China's wells are polluted and unfit for drinking and bathing. According to a startling report, with a rare revelation you can ever get out of China, a Chinese government study, and you know how protected they are. I mean, are you serious? Their own government study found that over 80% of the water source from relatively shallow underground wells in the country is unfit for drinking or bathing due to pollution. These wells are primarily used for farms, factories, and mostly rural households. 80% of the shallow wells of China, the drinking water is polluted. Not good. Now, while that's going on, and the Bible talks about in Hosea, for the land is greatly polluted. Matter of fact, it quotes that. We know Revelation talks about wormwood, which is going to come. That's not wormwood there, but certainly the waters are getting bitter and getting unsafe to drink. Now, while that's going on, let's go to the Congo, because there's a yellow fever outbreak. It's killed 21 people, according to the World Health Organization. Out of Geneva, Reuters is reporting that 21 people have died of yellow fever in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there in Africa. Some of them from infections contracted in neighboring Angola. The World Health Organization said today an outbreak has already killed 225 people and infected 1,600 in Angola. And there is now a high risk of further spread in Congo, given the number of people who regularly travel between these two countries, according to the World Health Organization. But wait, there's more. And I know we don't want to hear about these plagues and diseases and pestilences, but we have to read what Jesus said in Matthew 24 when asked the questions to the Lord, can you tell us the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And as Jesus sat on the Mount of Olives, he spoke and said, there shall be false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and they shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilences or diseases, earthquakes in divers places. But all of these are the beginning of sorrow. Well, the sorrow has certainly been going on for the last 5 years, since the first 5,000 blackbirds fell out of the sky in Beebe, Arkansas, just before midnight to bring in the year 2011. The death of mass animal deaths has not stopped. It's been insane. Matter of fact, since 1990, did you know that 970 million monarch butterflies are no longer in existence? That is 90% of the total population of monarch butterflies in all of America. Also, massive die-off of unreported millions of sea urchins, sea stars suddenly along 60 miles of the California coast. What's causing that? Is that Fukushima? Probably. Hosea says this, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. And by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field, and the fowls of heaven, yea, and the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. That is Hosea chapter 4, verses 1, 2, and 3. Now, end time prophecy, I believe, let me double, triple check this. I want to say that End Times Prophecy has a tremendous website that can give you the list of every mass animal death in the world over the last 5 years. It would blow your mind to even just to read how many. Let's just talk about April. All right, just this month so far, and today is April 12th. All right, on April 2nd, 80 turtles, large turtles, found dead in the beach in India. April 2nd, 11,000 birds die from the avian flu in Indonesia. April 4th, thousands of fish die in a reservoir in Turkey. April 4th, 1,700 geese die, they think maybe the avian flu, not sure, in Taiwan. April 4th, 5 dolphins and other marine animals found dead in the beaches of Colombia. April 4th, hundreds of thousands of dead fish. Unreal fish kill. Where? China. April 4th, 700 large turtles dead found where? In Mexico. April 5th, thousands of fish are dead in Tennessee. They think maybe from sewage leaking in a lake, but that's not been confirmed. April 6th, 18,000 birds are dead in Nigeria, probably from the avian flu. April 7th, 5,000 birds dead from a storm in Bangladesh. April 8th, massive fish kill. Where? In a pond in Brazil. April 8th, dozens of dead birds found along the road, just fell out of the sky. I reported that in Fairfax County, Virginia, in the United States of America. April 8th, 100,000 pounds of dead fish found in China on the water's edge. April 9th, thousands of dead fish washed up on the beach in Simona. It doesn't matter where. It's all over the world, folks. It's all over the world every day. April 9th, 1,000 dead pigs in Australia. Are you serious? April 10th, 10,000 tons of sardines wash up dead on the banks in Chile. And April 11th, yesterday, thousands of fish are found dead in a river in Thailand. That's just this month. If this was any other kind of news story, this would be the biggest headlines in the world. This goes on every day for 5 years. Dead birds, dead fish, dead cows. This is the Hosea prophecy. That's why I wrote the book, Hosea Prophecy. You can find it only at my website. And it really will open your eyes to what's taking place. Now, having said that, I got to share with you something. This year alone, 168 mass animal deaths just this year in 54 countries of the world. Last year, there was over 800 mass animal deaths in 97 nations on this planet. It's getting worse. But it was prophesied to happen because there's no truth, there's no mercy, and there's no knowledge of God in the land. And the Bible even says that same chapter, Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, for my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The reason that we don't know about these things is your mass media, mainstream media, will not report on it no more. I mean, I was interviewed by CNN. I know exactly what took place. Time Magazine wrote an article about me back 5.5 years ago. But listen, folks, after that, they've went silent. They're scared to death to discuss it and to bring it up because they have no explanation. Most of these cases, there is no poison, there's no toxins, there's nothing. They can't explain it, and they don't know what to do about it. And they're not going to acknowledge it, because if you acknowledge it, then you have to acknowledge what's in this word, that the Bible is true. And that our sin, man's sin and rebellion, is what's brought this to pass. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to Bible prophecy. Certainly, we're living in the last days.